Here's a fun fact to ruin your next Netflix binge. Your brain on comfort looks a lot like your brain on heroin. The same neural pathways that light up with drugs also fire up when you sink into your favorite couch, order the same takeout, and rewatch a show you've already seen. It's a dopamine rush, a reward for doing something predictable and safe. But just like any drug, you start needing more comfort just to feel normal. You're not getting happier, you're just addicted to the absence of challenge. It's a cage lined with velvet and memory foam, so you barely notice the bars. We chase comfort. Stable jobs, predictable relationships, perfect thermostat settings, thinking it's the end goal. But humans aren't built for endless, frictionless bliss. We're anti-fragile. We need stress and chaos to grow. Remove all friction and you don't become a relaxation god. You become fragile, anxious, and bored. The velvet prison isn't built by an evil overlord. You are your own warden, choosing the familiar, the safe, the easy. Each choice is a bar in your cage, locking you away from the messy, meaningful experiences that make life worth living. The irony? The relentless pursuit of comfort leads to quiet desperation, a nagging emptiness that's your soul screaming for a real challenge. The first step to breaking out? Admit the cushions you're sitting on are part of the trap. Your brain is a lazy, efficiency-obsessed machine. Every time you do something new, talk to a stranger, try a new recipe, your prefrontal cortex works overtime, burning precious energy. So your brain creates shortcuts, habits. Autopilot routines save energy for real threats. This craving for the familiar is ancient. Back in the day, new things could kill you. Sticking to what you knew kept you alive. But now we're still running on outdated software. Your heart pounds before a speech, not because you'll die, but because your lizard brain screams, unfamiliar, danger. When you choose comfort, you're obeying the dumbest, most primitive part of your brain. It doesn't care about your dreams, just about eating and not getting eaten. By feeding it predictability, you reinforce its control. Any deviation feels like a threat. That's why breaking out of a rut feels so hard. You're fighting millions of years of programming. The comfort zone is the modern safe cave. Your lizard brain wants you huddled by the fire, gnawing the same old bone. Every time you consider a new challenge, your brain floods you with anxiety to herd you back to safety. But here's the kicker. The dragons you fear are where all the treasure is. The dragons are the experiences that forge you into someone stronger. Your brain's obsession with the same old bullshit is what's holding you back. If you want adventure, you have to leave the cave. Potential isn't a finite resource. It's a muscle. If you don't use it, it atrophies. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you're skipping leg day for your soul. Do this enough, and even small challenges seem impossible. Imagine wanting to play guitar. The comfortable thing is to daydream about it. The uncomfortable thing is to pick it up, sound terrible, and keep going. Comfort keeps you in the daydream phase forever. Discomfort is the price of real accomplishment. The slow death of potential is death by 1,000 comfortable choices. It's watching another episode instead of running, staying silent in meetings, saying no to invitations that push you. Each choice seems harmless, but they add up, creating a pattern of avoidance. Over years, that pattern calcifies. You become a shadow of who you could have been. The tragedy? You're often the last to notice. You rationalize your inaction. I'm too old. I'm just not that type of person. I'm happy as I am. These are lies to make your cage feel cozy. But deep down, there's a flicker of awareness, a ghost of your unrealized potential. It's the reason for midlife crises. The sudden, terrifying realization that you let your potential bleed out, one easy choice at a time. Growth is uncomfortable, but so is regret. The only way to keep your potential alive is to use it. Choose discomfort, and you'll find out what you're really capable of. Otherwise, you'll rust away in your velvet cage. We're sold the lie that life's goal is to reach a safe harbor, a secure job, stable income, predictable future. But harbors aren't where ships belong. Ships are meant for the open sea, facing storms and discovering new lands. A ship that never leaves the harbor is safe, but useless. Your life is that ship. Your comfort zone is the harbor. Prioritizing safety above all else lets your ship rust. The world is a vast, chaotic ocean full of opportunity, but you can't experience it from the dock. The harbor isn't even as safe as it seems. Economic storms, sudden changes, they can wreck you if you've never learned to sail. The person who seeks out challenges is like a seasoned captain, resilient, adaptable, unafraid of storms. True security isn't about building walls, it's about having the strength to tear them down when needed. Real safety is knowing you can handle whatever the ocean throws at you. Resilience is built through practice, through discomfort and uncertainty. By staying in your safe harbor, you make yourself more fragile. The only true safety lies in your ability to sail. Think of anyone you admire, an inventor, artist, entrepreneur. Their stories aren't straight lines of success. They're highlight reels of glorious failures. J.K. Rowling was rejected by a dozen publishers. Walt Disney was fired for lack of imagination and went bankrupt. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. The comfortable choice for them would have been to quit, to settle, to stay safe. Instead, they embraced discomfort, rejection, and failure. Their legacies are built on what looked like terrible decisions at the time. The lesson isn't that you have to go bankrupt to succeed. The lesson is that discomfort and failure aren't roadblocks. They are the path. Every overnight success is years of unseen, uncomfortable work. The people we remember are the ones who were willing to look stupid, be wrong, get rejected, and try again. They understood that comfort is where dreams go to die. They chose the arena of risk and uncertainty. They embraced the glorious fuck-up as a necessary step toward greatness. If you want to be remembered, you have to do the same. We think happiness is a destination, a life without problems. But that's a fantasy. A life without problems would be boring. Happiness isn't found in the absence of problems. It's found in solving them. The most satisfying moments of your life weren't passive. They were when you overcame a challenge. Happiness is the reward for enduring and conquering something difficult. That's why lottery winners often end up miserable. With no struggle, nothing has value. The ultimate comfort cage is an empty, gilded hell. If you want to be happier, stop chasing happiness. Chase better problems. Ask yourself, what struggle am I willing to endure? Want the body of an athlete? Endure the workouts? Want your own business? Endure the risk. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of the problems you're willing to face. Happiness is found in the climb, not at the summit. Embrace the struggle. It's where meaning lives. So you're ready to break out of your velvet-lined trap. But how? Don't blow up your life overnight. Start by quietly picking the lock. Introduce small, manageable doses of discomfort into your daily routine. First, audit your comfort zones. What routines do you follow without thinking? What do you avoid? Make a list. Maybe it's always ordering the same food, avoiding eye contact, or never speaking up. Identify the walls of your cage. Awareness is the first uncomfortable step. Next, pick one small comfort zone to violate each day or week. The goal isn't to succeed, it's to do the uncomfortable thing. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Ask the barista how their day is. Listen to a new genre of music. These tiny actions are cracks in your cage. You're recalibrating your brain's definition of safe. Each time you do something unfamiliar and survive, you weaken your lizard brain's grip. Discomfort is just a feeling, a signal you're on the edge of your capabilities. Growth happens at the edge. Picking the lock starts with these tiny, almost laughable acts of rebellion. The beauty of small steps is that they bypass your brain's fear response. Tell yourself you'll watch a 5-minute tutorial, not quit your job and join the circus. Change sneaks in through the back door. Let's get practical. If your big goal is social confidence, don't start with a huge party. Start by making eye contact with a stranger. Next, say hello to the cashier. Then give a compliment to a coworker. Each step is a tiny stretch from the last. Soon you'll be having real conversations, forgetting you ever found it hard. You're not just building confidence, you're building evidence. Each small win proves you can handle discomfort. This creates a positive feedback loop. Courage leads to pride, which makes the next act easier. Real change happens through the relentless accumulation of small, uncomfortable actions. Your first taste of freedom isn't a dramatic explosion. It's the quiet click of the first lock opening. That small sound changes everything. You've made it this far, so you know the velvet bars of your own cage. The question is, what will you do about it? Insight without action is useless. It's just another form of comfortable consumption. Your mission isn't to change your life overnight, it's to do one uncomfortable thing today. Take a cold shower, call an old friend, eat lunch without your phone, go for a walk without headphones, pick something that makes you feel a twinge of resistance, and do it for that reason. This isn't self-punishment, it's self-liberation. Prove to yourself that you're in control, not your lizard brain. The feeling after doing one small uncomfortable thing is your first taste of real freedom. It's agency. It's power over your choices. That feeling is addictive in the best way. This is the start of a new relationship with discomfort, as a compass pointing you toward growth. When you feel resistance, lean into it. That's where the magic happens. So what's your one uncomfortable thing today? Decide now. And if you want to keep challenging yourself, subscribe to the channel. The choice is yours.